What's up, everybody? Youth1 Football Director here, Ryan Oliver, and today I am joined for an interview by 2025 quarterback Josiah Oxendine. Josiah, thank you for joining me. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Well, it's a pleasure. I love getting to know the young athletes around the country. First, tell me where you're from and how long you've been playing football.
I'm from Robinson County, North Carolina, or Pembroke, North Carolina, whichever one you want to know. I've been playing football since I was 6, so edging up about 8 years of football
And how long have you been playing the quarterback position specifically?
since I was 6, so 8 years.
Oh, so you were born to be a quarterback, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about what you love about playing the quarterback position. Being that you've played it for so long, I'm sure that you've really grown to enjoy the position.
Well, obviously, my favorite thing about playing quarterback is throwing the football, but at times I love to run the football as well behind an offensive line that's really solid to throw the defense off guard a bit.
Yeah, would you consider yourself a dual threat quarterback or more of a pocket quarterback or both?
Both, really.
Yeah, yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about your ability to break down the defense with your athleticism. Is that something you've always been able to do from a young age, or is that something you've developed as you've kind of matured as a quarterback?
Since a young age, I was born with speed uh, from my dad's genetics, really. So
Yeah, and as a quarterback of the team, what attributes do you feel like you bring to your team that helps your team win?
leadership and passion for football. I have great relationships with my teammates, and I realize they are needed to win much as I am.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, will you tell me a little bit about some of the successes you've had on the football field? Maybe a memorable moment or something that stands out in your mind that you'd like to share?
I would have to say when I played at the district championship game, I had two passing touchdowns and two rushing touchdowns. It's most memorable because we came behind late in the game. This allowed us to two-peat as county champions.
That's awesome. A two-peat is a dope accomplishment. I'm sure that feels good for you. Do you have any goals for yourself going forward, things that you see you doing in your football career moving forward down the road?
Yes, I would like to play college football once I get to the right age. I would also like to graduate from college and receive my master's. So those are
What
my
is
goals.
what is your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's awesome. Being a journalist, I'm terrible at math, so I find it interesting when people like enjoy math class because I'm like, that was never my thing. What about math do you enjoy? Is it just kind of how your brain works? You like to solve problems?
Yes, sir, it is.
That's awesome. Well, that's good as a quarterback because you got to make quick decisions on your feet, and math can be kind of like that too. You're problem solving and trying to understand numbers. So I could see how that would relate to playing um the quarterback position. You mentioned wanting to play in college. Do you have your eye? I know it's a ways down the road for you, but do you have your eye on a particular program or maybe some ideals in a program, um, that you might want to be a part of going down the road?
Yes, sir. I have five notable programs that I would love to be a part of. Uh, I would like to share them in like a list if you would like me to.
Oh yeah, please do. That'll be awesome.
So, like at five, I'm gonna go with North Carolina since they're in state.
Yeah.
Four, Tennessee, probably because of Peyton Manning, mostly. Number three is Clemson, being able to see what they have done in the 2010s and carried into the 2020s. My number two is Duke. I've been to some camps at Duke before. I think that would be a great spot for me. And my number one is Florida State. So I've been a fan of Florida State, like they're my college football team ever since the 2013 national championship game where they beat Auburn and on the last second go ahead touchdown.
Yeah, well, that's a good list, man. I mean, you keep working hard. I'm sure that those schools would be honored to have you. You keep, working on your game. But that's a good list. A lot of guys your age, they're just like, I want to play in college, but I'm not, I don't really know which program. But I think it's cool that you kind of have your eye on some programs, and I'm sure that list may or may not change over the next few years. But it's awesome to kind of have an idea of what you want to do going forward, and where you might see yourself. Do you have any upcoming plans related to football? That could be attending any camps, training, anything like that?
Yes, sir. I have an invite to the USA Football Regionals in April. I hope to play in the USA Middle School Bowl game, and I will be attending some quarterback camps in the summer.
That's awesome. How much time would you say you spend like working on your craft, training, that type of thing?
I would say I spent training 6 days a week. I would say, like, for mostly in football season. I don't really do 6 days a week in football since I'm at practice more.
Sure.
So
That's awesome. Well, you're putting in the work, man, and I've watched your film, and the talent's definitely there, and it's exciting to see young men like you that are dedicated to the game and dedicated to the craft, and have a ambition to take it somewhere, and that's really awesome. I want to get to know you a little bit off the field, if you don't mind. Can I ask, what are some of your hobbies? What does Josiah like to do when he's not playing football?
I love vacationing with my family on like breaks such as spring break, summer break, and Christmas break. And I also love playing video games.
Okay, I gotta ask you, man. What video games you play? You play Call of Duty. You play Madden. You play 2K. What's your game, man?
Well, I need to get into Call of Duty, but I play Madden and NBA 2K mostly.
Okay, okay. I used to be a Madden guy, but not anymore so much. But what's your team on 2K? Who you think you could beat me with?
I'm a Warriors fan, so I
Okay.
rock Steph Curry.
Yeah, yeah, man. I hear you. That's awesome. I like watching Steph Curry. He's a lot of fun, and he's balling out this year too. So that is fun to kind of keep up with what he's doing. Well, that's awesome, man. Video games are always fun, and I really like that you're so dedicated to the game of football, and you sound like you're really dedicated to being a family man too, which is also awesome. Your family first is definitely important. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you this. In your own words, what are your strengths on the football field? What do you think that like if someone hasn't seen you play football, what would they see if they came to your game?
Arm strength, speed, accuracy with my deliverancy of the football, and that's about it.
Well, I'm gonna add to it. So what I think they'd see is I would think they see someone that has good awareness of when to get the ball out there and when to use their feet to break down the defense. You're not in a rush to use your feet, but if you need to, you will. They'll see a athlete, and I think that that's great to have at the quarterback position. Somebody that can do a bunch of different things, move around in the pocket, throw the ball on the move, and you throw with accuracy. So I think that you got a lot of talent to work with. You're going to be an exciting athlete to keep following along with, and to see what you do going into high school and beyond. And I think it's awesome. I think your dedication is awesome, man. So it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Is there anything else I should know, or the people should know about you, man?
Yes, I forgot to say this, but I'm a Native American from the Lumbee tribe. My population of people represents less than 1% of the US population.
Wow.
So for me to be successful on and off the field, that would mean a lot. Not many Native Americans get opportunities to play college football, and for me, that would mean a lot to me and my people. So
Well, man, that's awesome to hear. I'm gonna let you end it on that note. It was a pleasure getting to know you, man. This is 2025 quarterback Josiah Oxendine. Thank you, Josiah. I appreciate your time, man.
thank you.